Okay, so now we will discuss about constraint. Okay. So these are the constraints available in MySQL. Okay. So first of all, what is constraint? Constraints means it is a rule which belongs to the column. Okay. So if the rule is satisfied with that column, then the records will be inserted. Otherwise, records will be ignored. So not null. Not null rule means if you create this kind of constraint on the column, then that particular column will not allow null values. Okay. Default constraint. Default constraint means if you don't insert, suppose if you create default constraint on a particular column, then if you don't insert a value for that column, then it will take the default value. Okay, so like that, different types of constraints are there. We will discuss one by one. So not null. First of all, for this, we will create one table, EMP table, and EMP number, integer, here ename, and I'm going to create this table. Now this two columns are there. I'm going to insert. Initially, I didn't create any constraint. Okay, so EMP number, ename, values 1, comma, Julia. Okay, so see this one record. One record is inserted. Okay, so I'm going to put not null constraint on this column. Then what will happen? I am trying to insert again this record. Then sorry, not null constraint. So I am trying to execute these two records at a time, these two queries at a time. See what will happen. Column count does not match. That means here one column is there. Here I am passing two column values. See, employee number does not have a default value. Why it is returning like that? Here we have mentioned not null constraint on the employee number column. That means we didn't consider that employee number column, so that it will take null value, but there is a constraint on employee number. Okay, that's why it is returning like this. Okay, employee number does not have a default value. That means you should give value for that employee number. Okay, if you remove this not null constraint, then it will allow. See this null. Okay, so again, if you are trying to put this condition not null, then see what will happen. There was an error, invalid use of null value. Why? Because already employee number column has null value. So you can't create the constraint, not null constraint on the employee number column. Is it clear?
Sir.
Okay. Now default. Default means, suppose I am going to take some status value, tiny int, or you can take it bit. bit means it will accept 0 or 1. Okay, by default I am putting 0. This all values are 0. Now I am going to insert one more record here. Employee number is 2 and here Swarup. Then see what will happen. Employee number 2, Swarup 0. So how 0 is stored means, here we have mentioned default condition for status. Okay, so in real time default condition will be used for enabling and disabling. Suppose I don't want to display this employee number 2 record. I want to disable that record. So at that time what we will do? So set SQL underscore save updates 0 update emp set status equal to 1 where employee number equal to 2. See this. One. Okay. Suppose you want to store the status value is 1 while inserting, then you need to consider that column here 1 b unknown. See this. Okay, if you ignore this status column while inserting means it will store 0. Why? Because in default status value is 0. Okay, so here I am taking bit value, that means it will accept only 0 or 1. Next I am going to truncate, and in real time default condition will be used for storing the current date time. Like while inserting the record we will capture current date time. How? See this. So now if you insert 4, see what will happen. See this current timestamp. Okay, so in real time each and every table will have created. That means it will capture the current present date time while inserting the records, so that we can know which record has been inserted at what time. Okay, so that is the main purpose of default date time. Okay, so if you assign default constraint on the date time, we come to know that which record has been inserted at what time. Okay, next one is check. Truncate table emp. So now this here I want to create one constraint for the table emp, that is add constraint mp underscore check mp number less than or equal to 10 or 100. Okay, that means this check constraint allow the records which employee number is less than or equal to 100. If you give 101 more than 100, then it will not allow to insert. Okay. See this. Now I am going to give 101. See what will happen. So check is violated. Okay. So if you remove this constraint, then it will allow. So for removing the constraint, drop. Now it will allow. See this 101 has been inserted. Okay. So this is about check constraint. Unique key. Unique key means this is unique key. Okay. So it will not allow the duplicates and it will allow the null values. Okay. So allow null values, not allow duplicates. See this, in this I am going to put the unique constraint on employee number. So for 101 will be there. So I am trying to insert same record 101. See this, employee number is unique. Okay. So and I am trying to ignore the employee number column. See what will happen. See this, null value will be inserted and again null value has inserted, again null value has inserted. Okay. That means it allows null values and does not allow duplicates. Okay, that is about unique key. And coming to primary key, so it is similar to unique key except one small difference, that is here. It does not allow null values and it does not allow duplicates also. Okay, so here employee number I am going to put primary key. Okay. Okay, in this employee number table, in this employee table, employee number column already have null values. Okay, so for that I am going to truncate the table. Now table is empty table. So now I am trying to put primary key constraint on the employee table, so it is accepting. See this, employee number does not have a default value. That means here employee number has one constraint, so it doesn't accept this record. Why? Because it has primary key constraint, so it does not allow the null value. Here while inserting the data into employee table, you are not considering the employee number column, so that it will consider as null. Okay, So here I am considering employee number and 1, 2. So see this. Now it is inserted. Okay. So again I am trying to insert same record. What will happen? So duplicate entry. Okay. If I give another number for employee number, so it will allow. Okay. That means primary key constraint will not allow the duplicates and it will not allow the null values. Okay. So foreign key. So foreign key means here before going to discuss about foreign key, I am going to create another table, that is DEPT. Here DEPT number and integer, dname, apply. Okay, and in employee table I am going to insert DEPT number. Here department table is parent table, so DEPT parent table, and employee table is child table. Okay, and in this department table, department number is primary key. Okay, see this. I have created primary key on department number, and in employee table we treat it as department number is foreign key. Okay, so here primary key means what? See this. It will not allow the null values and duplicate values. Foreign key, it can allow the duplicate values and it can allow the null values also. Okay. So now we have to establish the relationship between employee table and department table by using the mapping column. Here mapping column is department number. So go to the child table and here write the foreign key name, DEPT number, and select the reference table. That means department number, and here these are the columns for employee table. Okay, in this what is the mapping column? DEPT number. So referenced column from the department table. What is that column? DEPT number. Okay, and click on apply. Now you see what will happen. So see this. First I am going to wait. I am going to insert one record into employee table. Okay. See what will happen. So 1, 2, 3 duplicate entry here. Okay. One record has been inserted. See this. Okay. Now I am going to insert department table, department number, dname, values. So department number 10. Here ECE. And T for triple E and CSC for 20. DPT. Series 10, 20, 30. Okay. Now I am going to insert into employee table with department number 10. See what will happen. So duplicate entry for employee number. So I am going to take 4. See, one record has been inserted. See that record, 10, department number 10 record has been inserted. Okay. Now here I am going to take the department number 40, which is not available in DPT table. So in that case, what will happen? Observe this. I'm going to take employee number is 5. See what will happen. So constraint, foreign key constraint fails, cannot add or update a child row. Why? Because if you establish the relationship between parent table and child table, that means primary key and foreign key, then if that mapping column value is not available in parent table, then it will not allow to insert into child table. Here department number 40 is not available in department table. That's why it is not allowing us to insert department number 40 into employee table. Okay. If you take 30, then it is allowed. Okay, so this is the primary key, foreign key constraint. So primary key, so this is the foreign key in child table. Okay, so here it can allow null values and duplicate values also. Observe this. Here I am going to take another employee number and the same department number I am going to insert. See this, 30 coming for twice. Okay, that means foreign key allows duplicate values and null values. Okay, so that is the foreign key. Next, I want to discuss about auto increment also. What is auto increment means? This property is used to generate the serial number. Means here I am going to take another column, integer, and this auto increment. AI means auto increment. See this in employee table. See, for existing record also it is generating serial number. Okay, so here I am going to insert one more record. So same number, department number is 30, and what will be the serial number for this record? 7. Okay, so how do I get that 7? By using this function, select last underscore insert underscore id. This here 6 records are there. When I am going to insert this record, and immediately I can get this serial number, recent serial number value. Okay, see this 7. Okay, so this is very important. In real time you are going to use this function for so many times. Okay, remember that. So these are the constraints available in MySQL.